Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Land tax not a magic bullet for housing affordability. June 14, 2022, 7:45 p.m. Save login, register or subscribe to save articles for later. Share normal text size, larger text size, very large text size. Illustration, Kathy Wilcox. Credit, the state government should tread carefully before introducing any new policy that might push up house prices, as experts say Premier Perrottet's proposal will stamp revamp a lot less taxing. June 14. Removing the stamp duty would not help entry into the housing market, as it would simply allow buyers to meet vendors' higher price expectations. Buyers would then be locked into land tax for the rest of their lives. If retirees realize they cannot budget for annual land tax from their pension, would that not be at least as much a deterrent to downsizing as stamp duty? Also, would this new land tax be in addition to the existing land tax on investment properties, or would it mean a windfall for investors? Dick Harfield, Yaguna. If anybody is on the cusp of having to pay the astronomical amount of stamp duty required in NSW on the purchase of a house, this discussion about land tax is interesting. The stamp duty due on the median house price in Sydney of nearly $1.5 million is $68,000 for each purchase. If you buy 5 properties in your lifetime at that price, you would be due to pay at least $340,000 stamp duty. I doubt that land tax would cost that amount over the same period. Stamp duty is a real barrier to moving house. Judy Hungerford, North Curl. This is just politicians acting like they are doing something when the real solution is being ignored. While this may appear to help first home buyers, it will be a short-lived fantasy. What will happen now is that those who have already purchased will be less likely to sell and move, swapping a house where stamp duty was paid for one that attracts an annual tax forever is a disincentive to sell. This is especially true for those baby boomers who caused the housing crisis and would face a lifelong tax should they choose to downsize at retirement. So much for freeing up stock. Governments are avoiding the real problem. Too many people live and work in major cities. That forces demand for scarce city dwellings while 99% of the country remains barely occupied. Spend taxpayer money incentivizing business and workers to move to regional areas where land, and existing property, is comparatively cheap. The obsession with city living is why Australian prices are so high. In the USA, a young couple can buy a 4-bedroom home in a regional city for $200,000. They don't have a problem because 80% of people live outside major cities. Gary Bigelow, Terralba. Credit, John Shakespeare. If the NSW government was serious about phasing out stamp duty, it should not do it gradually. It should impose land tax on all property in NSW immediately by extending the current land tax regime. It should give a tax credit to all property purchasers who have paid stamp duty in the last 10 years. Problem solved, without the federal government's help. Anthony Cordato, Sydney Royal Honours List is the crowning glory of charade. One excellent consequence of Australia becoming a republic will be the demise of the Queen's Birthday Honours. What an antiquated and appalling mode of selective recognition of A. people doing their jobs, B. people needing their egos stroked, and C. the token recognition of the real, little-profile, heroes of community service. This honours system needs to be consigned to the dustbin of historical irrelevance. Some highly paid executive or former politician gets supposedly important and impressive letters after their name. Some committed, hard-working, community-minded person gets somewhat lesser important letters after their name. The irony is laughable, the insult tangible, the reality simply sad and discomforting. Abolish the whole charade and use the money saved to promote more effective community support services, or bring on the Republic and give everyone a medal. Barry French, Cronulla. With the introduction of posthumous Queen's Birthday honours, there seems no good reason to limit these awards to the recently departed. Centuries of Australian achievement deserve recognition. For the next round of retrospective gongs, may we respectfully nominate Ned Kelly, Services to Mythology, Fine Cotton, Services to Gaming, and N. Malley, Services to Literature. David Salter, Hunters Hill. Having looked through the Queen's Birthday Honours list, I see that it appears few, if any, nurses have been honoured for their selfless and outstanding service during the pandemic. This is an indictment on us all, given that our nurses have played a major role in keeping us well and safe. Their dedication and sacrifice should be honoured as soon as possible. Helen Catelby, Mosman. Your three correspondents, letters, June 14, lament their individual omission from the honours.